Alright, track guide. Pocono. It's an okay track. Lots of drafting involved, and that's going to be one of the keys, so let's get to it. Keys of the race car. It's back finally. And tire management. Usually it's always number one. I don't even know why I ride it anymore. Anyways, number two is all three turns are pretty unique. Or if you go by NASCAR stupid reasoning, 6 turns, but all three are important. But 3 I think is the most important. And the last one here would be draft lock. You know, it's really important to stay with a pack of cars because it just makes your life a hell of a lot harder if you don't. And you can see the other notes there. Shifting is involved. You know, apron's super bumpy on the back stretch. And long ass pit road, which we're gonna get you right now, so let's do it. Alright, we're gonna make our way into 3 like normal. We're gonna downshift though, an extra time to 3rd gear, and you kind of want to wait on it because it's a little separated. And I'm gonna start braking for pit road, right where you see this access road end, right there. And this line begin, which I kind of underdrove it because I just missed it, let's just say that. Maybe it'll be compensation for, you know, older tires. Anyways, down to 55 miles per hour at this yellow cone. Let's speed it up because, you know, 3 years. Man, I undershot it again. I'm just really doing things under. So you want to keep it to the inside. That white line, there's your blue cone, and then you can merge onto the lap. Alright, so you may have noticed that if you look at the track temp thingy underneath the gear display, it was hotter in that last clip because I had to do this in 2 separate things. And what you're seeing here is cooler, slightly cooler weather at a 105 track temp, I think, by the end of the lap. So that's the one we're using, and I'm just going to say this right now. There's a huge gap in lap times depending on weather. So, you know, 117, I could only muster a 54.6, I think, 7. 105, here was a 53.9, and I think I saw like mid to low 53s and like early 90s or mid 90s track temp. Alright, so enough talk. Only changes I made was a steering ratio to a 264, I believe. The front master cylinder to like a 15th, 16th, I believe. And the brake bias down to 42.8. So with that said, let's see how this lap is done, then we'll talk about it. And there you have it for 53.9. That was the second lap, by the way. Let's back that up. Or you may have heard a wall tap, but let's just say it didn't count as a 0 way. So let's just go with that, because I'm not redoing the lap. So let's make our way into 1, which is a really long way away. You're going to shift to 5th. Kind of no way out of it. I'm going to pause here real quick. You see the windshield brace. You see the Bush billboard. And a caution light, which is green because, you know, we're green. So I'm looking at that right now. Once I pass this one cone, if you will, I'll be getting on the brakes. Actually, I'll be turning in, then getting on the brakes. Let me slow-mo it. I should be releasing the throttle there. I was already turning on the brakes just enough to get it to slow down while downshifting. Notice I'm still on the brakes. Once I feel the rotate get off them, you can actually let it roll, and it starts to track its way down. Once it does, you want to start picking up the throttle, which you can see on there. And let's just say, this car is not happy right now. It's on edge. The rears are sliding. It's not very comfortable, by the way, but it's kind of what we had. So we're using the whole track here. I use a little more than the whole track, as you can see there. Now here you can shift to fifth. In solo sessions, I'll just leave it in fourth. And another one I want to slow-mo, because actually, let me stop it here. You see the caution light. The right side of the brace is on the one cone, and there's a logo on the wall, as you can see right there. Once I'm passing this logo, I'm turning in and using just a little bit of brake. You don't want too much. This line's actually really hard to hit because it looks like you want to follow the line, but it's a little more abrupt right there. But you can see once I was halfway in the corner, I was hard on the throttle. Again, use the track as we make our way into 3, which is another tough situation because the windshield brace is covering up that one cone, but you want to turn in and brake all at once, going over this little flat to banking, which is like Milwaukee Mile banking. So yeah, once I'm going over this hump, I'm going to get off the gas, get on the brakes. And you want to take this line too shallow for the entry, and you'll get to the curb too soon. It'll just push out wide or you'll spin it. And if you're too late, you'll just miss the faster part of the corner. You can see you want to get really close to it, but do not touch it because it will kill you. You see I'm on the throttle, but again, like turn 1, we are fighting the exit's so bad here that we got to use all over the track. And once you do, power out, make your way to the line, and you'll probably upshift after the line, but there you go. Alright, that's it for this track guide. I know it wasn't the greatest again, but how much work is there to possibly do at an oval, or triangle in this case? I don't know where we're at next week, but we will, do what we always do, and if it's a track worthy, then we'll be there. Anyway, Simmers and Treeside.